Alrighty. That's what my brother has to record his videos. Anyways, what's up guys? It's Ishto here, and today I have another video for you. As you can see, we're back on the tutorial map for Sanghelios. Now, this is going to be a short video. I'm only going to do small things here and there, because, you know, fear of mixer breaking again. Before I get into this video, if you've seen a map called Swords Compound or Camping Ground or whatever the frick, that map I said was made by a friend of mine. Wrong information. I thought he made it due to the fact that he basically just kind of showed it up as it's there, and I thought it was his. The original map's name is Helios. It was made by Nomad or whatever. I hope I said his name right. I did block the person because he did say delete the map, delete your version, blah blah blah, and was basically kind of just being hateful. And I was just like, I don't really want to. It's like you had it to where it's open for people to, you know, like edit it and everything else. I mean, I don't see. You can't really keep people from editing your map, my dude. But, you know, some people being people. It's not my map again. It's not my friends. It's this Nomad guy's. The Helios map is really cool. I like the design of it. That's why I'm doing rocks. Sorry. I like the design of the Helios map because that's why these rocks right here exist on my maps now, because of that one person who designed his Sanghelios map beautifully. But anyways, let's get into this. So, mostly, the only thing we have to do for this map right now is to just add in things that make it feel more like Sanghelios. For me, right now, I'm just gonna, you know, I don't really know how to explain how and why I put certain things where they are. I guess, basically, if you want, just kind of look at the screen and just kind of get an idea, take notes in your head or whatever. Oh, he puts that there. Oh, he puts or puts this there. Because I don't really know how to explain from the other two videos the rest of the stuff that I put on my maps. Or like how it's supposed to go or look. But right now, what I'm doing here is I'm just putting down some sand. Trying to make it not look stupid. You know, I've never understood the whole thing where it's like, not enough physical space. If the object's unfazed, shouldn't you be able to spawn it in wherever you want? Anyone else who agrees with me on that statement, you know, put in the comments section, because that is kind of weird. Because it's like, oh, it's unfazed. It can spawn inside of the object. I mean, it's not like it's going to break the game. It might break the game. Not 100% positive. I don't really want to try to test that theory. Anyways. This part here where I'm trying to put sand, don't try to attempt what I'm doing, because I'm probably never going to get that to where I want it. Now, one of the things I'm going to put down on the map, because you'd see it in campaign, are these weird-looking pillars. Now, these pillars, I don't know how to explain what they are. In campaign, you will see a few pillars, well, it looks like multiple pillars connected as one, just kind of mashed together. Something kind of like this. I don't really know how to explain what they are. I don't really know, like, why 343 designed these things the way they were, but it looked interesting. But basically, it's just kind of something like that. It's just kind of like all mashed together, and that's what it is. You can use a variety of different ones to kind of fix one up and do something like that. And it adds a little bit more of something that you would see out of campaign. I wish I could explain more what the pillars look like. It's just that we don't have them to where I can actually show you what they are. Which kind of sucks, because I wish I could show you. So I don't sound like an idiot. Okay, there we go. Now these little ledges right here, what we always want to try to do is, you know, again, give Sanghelios Make sure it doesn't look like a desert wasteland, although some of it kind of looks like that. Sanghelios does have green areas. It's not a dead planet. There we go. Let's get a little bit of this grass down here. Now this right here is more or less just for if somebody decides to look around your map, or just for some reason can see the stuff from down there. It's just supposed to give that nice, nice little look of, you know, just a little aesthetic look. Now how do I, now to make sure it's not just like, to make it look like it's not the same copied grass, I would probably take a few different pieces, kind of put them together. Kind of like that. And maybe from down here you can kind of see some of the bushes. The grass you can't really see that much. Now, this area, what else can we do? Let's add a little bit more right over here. Because Sanghelios has a lot of these type of rocks kind of just sitting around like this. And in Campaign, there's quite a few of these on low ground. Flip this over to try to give it more variety of a look. There we go. Make sure that it looks random-ish, unique-ish. Because if it's the same repeating pattern, it doesn't look like nature built it. This is where the nature is random thing comes in that I will say. Nature's random things a lot of times don't repeat in nature. And you do see it repeat. Okay, sorry for that. The screen just went wonky. By the way, right now I am looking at an Elgato capture card. So that way you won't see that anymore. That won't happen ever again. If it does happen, it's just a glitch with the card. There we go. Whoa, hello. There we go. Now we got something kind of like this here. Let's have some more of this kind of stick out a little bit more. There we go. Having these things around is not a bad thing. This just adds, again, Sanghelios has a lot of these weird rocks kind of looking around here. Now, I am a fan of Sangheli, but I have a feeling that somebody might ask me, like, how do you, like, would you like to explain why the rocks look like this? I cannot explain that. I've had moments where people have actually asked me those questions. And I do not know how to answer. I actually had somebody ask me, do you know how to speak Sangheli? I'm like, well, you know, some of their language is German and some of our words backwards, so I mean, technically, I could speak it if I learned a little bit of German. It's also a little bit of Japanese, too. There we go. A little bit of that there. And we're going to put a little bit more sand out here, so that way it looks a little bit more natural. There's not a whole lot of just flat rock here. I mean, there is a lot of that around Sanghelios, but we need to have this here for that. There we go. Now... I just looked at who subscribed to my channel. That's a beautiful name. if you see one of these videos, I love your YouTube channel. Your YouTube name, Buttery Goodness Inc. Oh man. Anyways, there we go. We got that looking that way. I'm gonna put a few bushes over here. Now for some of these, I don't know where I'm gonna put some of these bushes because it's been a minute since I've forged on this map. Or this. It's been a minute since I forged a Sanghelios map. Put this one right here. There we go. Now we'll go to grass. Let's just kind of spread this out. And sometime this week, I am going to say that I am going to start working on Truth and Reconciliation Part 3, and Part 3 will be the big hangar, the bridge, and maybe maybe the prison cells. And if not the prison cells, there will be a Part 4 then. Now what we're going to do here is I'm going to spread this out a little bit more. Or better yet, what I mean by spread out, we're going to put this over here. Now, the one thing I wish was in this game's Forge is those giant statues from Campaign. Talking what I mean by the giant statues, I mean the ones that kind of look like they're holding up these rocks, which would be awesome to have. But 343 did not bless us with those, sadly. So we're not going to get those. Another reason why that's stopping there is because what's going to happen is I'm going to have basically going to make it look like there's a cavern on the other side. What's going to happen is when I'm with this, apologize for that. This is the last part to the Forge tutorial. We're just finishing up the map, making things look a bit prettier, making it look a bit nicer. And that's all we're doing. And if you haven't seen part 1 or 2 of this is I explain a lot more detail of how a lot of these things go together. Now this map will be available to bookmark when I am done. And when I'm done with this, this part will end at some point during the middle of this, but I will continue to work on it off camera, and when I'm done, it will be available for you will be able to bookmark it. For some reason I cannot speak. Hear my brother in the background. And some people won't know when the bookmark is available. In a future video I will tell people when, but if you want, you can keep looking at my files here and there to see when it's available for you to bookmark, so that way you can look at it for reference or add on to it or make your own map out of this. And I do not mind if people you know, use this map as their own. The only thing I ask is that you don't claim it, basically claim that you're the only one that worked on it or built it. Because that is kind of rude, taking someone else's stuff, and not just rude, but it's just like really kind of sad, in my opinion. But anyways, there we go. The details are very important. These little rocks here are just very, very important. Okay. Alright, there we go. Nope, wrong one. Alright. Again, I apologize for anybody who's watching for the screen doing that. And again, I'm sorry I'm being quiet at this point. And I'm going to leave that alone for now. And then the last thing I'm going to put down on this map is basically what I have done on some of my maps is I will take the largest statue that they have in the game. I'll take it. And maybe I'll just take... I think this is the largest statue on top of this. Yes, it is. Kind of put this over here. Because kind of near temples and things like that is like these statues are kind of just sitting around, kind of like watching over the map or whatever. Like watching over the entrance. And they're kind of spaced out a little bit. Kind of spaced out a little bit like that. That just kind of adds that little scenery thing right there. Anyways. Hope this right here is the final part for this. I'm gonna end with the gonna end this with saying I hope people have enjoyed these little tutorials on Sanghelios. And again, I thank Nomad, although again, I blocked you because you kind of were just hostile. Because I edited a map because stuff didn't look like it was Swords of Sanghelios orientated. Now, if you want to make Swords of Sanghelios stuff in the future, I do have prefabs of my own that you can use. The coloring is actually really weird. Unless you don't want to look at the prefabs or don't really want to have time looking at my name. But if you want to look at my name, top right hand corner of the screen. To make a Swords of Sanghelios Phantom, the primary color is dark brown. And yes, it is a brown color. It's not actually red, as some people may think. Which also caught me off guard as well. I was flipping through colors, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, that's the color. What a color. I'm like, oh, that's not red. That's a different color. But anyways, I'll see you on the next video. Hope y'all enjoyed the tutorial of the final tutorial. I'm gonna probably edit this extremely, fix it up a little bit more. Put another like cliff area over there and probably right over there as like a detail thing, and then kind of like give your like the small cracker a view of or I might just have another cliffside over there end right about here, so you can see the cliffs go into that direction. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, again, leave a like. hit that subscribe button. Right side of the video, there is a icon for the previous video. On the left, there is the icon for the Halo 5 Forge list, for the Halo 5 Forge playlist. Cannot speak. And, well, actually on the right side of the screen is going to be a thing for the previous video of this of these maps. So, well, this tutorial. So, see y'all in the next one. Peace.